Roy, how do we get teens to care about something other than themselves? And I hear this question a lot. So I want to say two things about it. One is that I think it's important to know that it's developmentally appropriate for teens to be sort of self-absorbed, a bit narcissistic. That's how they develop into who they are. That's how they develop their uniqueness and develop an actual personality, a person, as opposed to just becoming a chameleon, where they're just, a little bit like everyone around them, and that there's no real sense of self. And it takes a little bit of both conscious and unconscious self-absorption, narcissism, only focused on me for that to happen. So I think that's important to know that that's how we're hardwired, and that if that doesn't happen during adolescence, we'll spend the rest of our lives trying to get that foundation of self established. But I think that the essence of the question is when it goes off out of that healthy range, so when's it out of the normal range, and how do we deal with that? And some obvious pieces to this, and a friend of mine texted me, and it was a teenager who texted me, a recent graduate from high school, and I was already thinking along very similar lines, as often as we can, within our capacity, get them on mission experiences, get them involved in doing service projects, service learning projects, pilgrimages, get them bring them to camps, youth group, life team, whatever it is, where they are interacting and hearing different points of view. Good retreats do this, but I think especially service projects and things that just will naturally call them out of themselves. I think those are huge. If I were going to go back and do high school campus ministry again, I've said this before, one of the things that I would focus on as a high school campus minister, especially at a private school, would be bringing teens on mission experiences and showing them other people who live their lives very simply and can be happy even in the midst of that, and showing them what other ways of life are. And that calls us out of ourselves. And that's not just true for teens, it's true for everyone.